certainly did. Right, so this is the Sky GameStar game, and if you had parents who loved you back in the day, you would have been playing out this. So Sky Active, Sky Games, essentially is what happens when you press the interactive button or you press the red button on the channel and you can play games on. With this back in the day, you can win prizes. But we can't win prizes now because this is on a website and it costs to play. You have to pay to play it, and I'm not willing to do that because I've already done that back in March. Anyway, let's play. So, okay, yes, music. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Yes, we shall. So, rule is with Millionaire Mondays episodes, as standard, get to the million, and we don't have to play the game any longer. Ham leg bug! Sorry, it's just a reference. Oh, brilliant. Straight away. I didn't even have to blimmin'... I figured that might have been the answer, but if you don't know who Ham is, then you can join a Discord. It's brilliant. In what boxing, what does KO stand for? Knockout. Well, I use it in Soul Calibur. And then Tekken, there we are, but not just boxing. That'd be stupid. It was a good song though. Mama said knock you out. Yeah, I am just on my own today. The mail for which company? 50 Heinz? I thought Heinz was an English company because baked beans is very. I know it's got a German name, but 57. It was either going to be that or Herbie, but with a few extra. Is this Sand Timer? Hourglass? It's just a sand timer. It's a timer with sand in it, and it just carries out. I don't even know who Old Father Time is, but he sounds like a dude. Anyway, next big milestone. You're guaranteed to leave with at least 1,000 points. Wow. Saddam Hussein and the Weapons of Mass Destruction. Harry Potter and the Weapons of Mass Destruction. I don't know who Adrian Mole is, but we'll go for that. Why the fuck do you mean Barbie? Paddington Bear in the Weapons of Mass Destruction. Suitcase full of marmalade sandwiches laced with dynamite or something like that. But yeah, I'm on my own for the moment, partly because people work and I have a day off, so yay. I don't know how long you want the Millionaire Mondays episodes to be included for, but there we are. Linebackers. I'm going to say American football. I'm just going to go for it because I've got no idea. And I was right. He's good. He's good. We might as well play because there's no incentive to walking away because you get points and it's not really anything for a leaderboard, I suppose. In the opens, the late. What? Whose character was killed? Oh, these are the okay. Latest it's 2004, so possibly. Goblet of Fire, was that 2000 for Chamber of Secrets? I'm not sure. Let's ask the audience. See what they say. I'm not a Harry Potterist. Eric Sykes, it is. Yes, it is. I trust this audience. Especially for $4,000. I'd love to say you've just won 4,000 points and you wow, what suspense for Chris Tarrant. There's no voice and there's no... yeah. Okay, which of these drinks is flavoured with aniseed? Wow, because you have to pay for that shit. Right. It's not amaretto. That's almonds. Cherries, depending on who you ask. Tia Maria, I don't think is that. I'd say Pernod or Cointreau, but I don't drink either of them to know, so I think I'm going to use a 50-50 on this one. Fuck's sake! I don't really want to waste 2 lifelines on this one. That's my only concern. I mean, I don't know what Pernod is. Cointreau, it doesn't seem very anisey, so I'm going to go for Pernod. I've never heard of it, but I've seen Cointreau in the shops, but I don't actually know that it's got aniseed in it. I chose to play. And what a bad decision that was. Oh, maybe not. Oh, right, fair enough. Thank you for my ignorance. It's a very slow-paced game, this one. This is the only problem. You can't, like, skip through it. But mind you, I suppose, which gas is used as... I think it's argon. I think it's argon. Yeah, not neon. Yeah. Hydrogen. Oxygen just... light bulb just exploded. Every time you just switch on a light, bang. Yeah, I know chemistry. So, yeah, first Millionaire Monday since the infamous... moment, should we say? It sounds like the Fifi Awards, Fi-Fi Awards. The obvious answer is fragrance, but of course the obvious answer is never going to be the right answer. I have to phone a friend. I have to. Hello, you're now on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? I don't want to do that. Puts phone down in disgust. Yes, you are. Yes, way. Yeah. 32,000 points guaranteed. It's not even like the pub quiz version. You get like the cash prize. Now, I'd go for... I mean... I don't know what else I would have used to phone a friend on, but I suppose the higher up the money tree you go, the less reliable the lifelines become. So... I'd rather just burn them out of the way, and I'd rather be on my own, not the top 5 questions. But, yeah, I've made it! First time of asking, I've got to the safety net. Well, safe haven. Well, Chris Town called it a safe haven. It's called a safety net now. Wow, 32 quid. So maybe I do get a cash prize for getting up to this level. That's not too bad. You might as well. You've only got your bonus to lose. What bonus? Oh, okay, right. Diviner. Well, I'm just thinking Chester is diva. Deviner. Dundee's a bit too high up. Probably. I don't know why. I think it's Aberdeen. Dundee is the obvious one. I'm gonna go for Aberdeen. It's a complete fluke, and whoa! I have no. It was on the. Isn't Aberdeen on the coast? But I'm thinking, if you. Oh wow! If I walk away, 64 quid. I reckon a lot of people would have walked away when they were playing this on television. They'd actually paid for this. Chance to win 64 quid. A fascinator. Wow, never heard of it. Is it a brooch, handbag, brooch, hat, or a fan? It's a guess. It's a fan. Hat, sorry. That's a complete guess. And there's no point in me hesitating. Fuck off! What? How? I've got no clue. I could win 125 quid. Or if I keep playing this game, if I actually had to pay 3 quid a time, I'd have lost my house. All my mortgages would have gone. If you give me a correct answer, it's worth 250,000 points. Wow. So, oh, stench. Okay. Well. Well, brumus means fog. Chlorine is very smelly. But I'd imagine chlorine is used as another... It's another Greek term for chlorine. Bromine, I'd say it is, because when bromine is released in the atmosphere, or when it's just released from its ampule, there's like a lot of brown smoke. Don't think it's iodine, don't think it's fluorine. Alright. I'll go for it. If it's not that, it's going to be chlorine. I'm going to be annoyed at myself. Hey! Nice. I am blitzing this on my first try. 250 quid. I'm just nodding in approval at this point. You dropped 218,000 points. In which forest? Oh, this is a real life forest. Oh, hang on. Hang on a second. I think I've heard of this from before. I think it's the Forest of Dean. I've heard of this from before. Not Epping Forest. Not in London, surely. Ashdown! Never heard of that. You lose your bonus, but you still leave it with 32. Oh, you still... Okay, so you'd still... Even if you got the question wrong, you would have still qualified for a £32 prize draw. I think it's because I had that question before in a previous episode of Millionaire Mondays, and I didn't know what the answer was. I think I might have had that twice. Ashdown Forest, whatever that is. Small carpet. Shag. Pile. Bug! Bug again! Can you stop? Oh, I should do a Millionaire Monday special, you know, with ham. Just any bug reference. It was the first question just going to have anything to do with like that reference. Striped fur on its head. Again! Frog! What the... Oh, this is just insane. Wow, if you're very new to this, you don't know any... I like frogs, can you tell? And Ham is a very flat frog plushie, and I've just bought him on the Discord, and I just put him... And basically, the rule is Ham like bug. Chiropod... Oh, dear. Feet. I was thinking of chiropractor for a second, so I was thinking backwards there, but that sort of helped me out. I've heard of it from somewhere else, but no, well. The award for cleanliness and safety of a beach. It would be a blue flag, not the French flag, not the Libyan flag. A yellow flag is something in Formula 1. The white flag is the French flag, surely. And yes, there are plenty of jokes saying France surrender, blah, blah, blah. I do have a few French... people watch it. I am not very good at the French language, and I don't, you know, I'm not going to ruin your language, because let's face it, it's not worth it. In 2003, Andrew Gilligan claimed a government dossier on Iraq weapons had been boxed up, presumably mixed up. It's that all mixed up, isn't it? Why would it be... Is it what? Sexed up! Sexed up? What? You leave here empty-handed. No, you're not. You just took the rest of my pay as you go, and you've, well, done whatever it is you've done with the money. I should ask Sky, like I asked, you know, well, they don't even know what Challenge TV is. They've got no idea. They don't even know that they're running it. So technically, I've just realised. Drum roll. Boom, 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 boom. Does it, if Sky don't know that Challenge TV, well, one security guard don't know that they run Challenge TV, does that mean that their ownership is in question? Does that mean I could just claim to own Challenge TV and therefore I own it? Possibly, I don't know. Is dressed in rags and forced to do menial tasks. I don't think she was dressed in rags, but she was forced to do menial tasks. I thought Goldilocks was the one who was dressed like a bit of a skaghead. Modern day life Cinderella. Some skaghead is just transformed, possibly. What does an artist normally rest on? An easel. That'd be your canvas. I'm considering for Millionaire Mondays to play the Tiger Electronics game, the one that Harry Boy did back in the day. He messaged me not long after my win. Good lad. He's not going to do Millionaire stuff soon. He's a busy radio man, so he's not going to do that. But if he did, then that'd be fantastic. Ear groove, eye groove, tongue groove, nose groove, woodwork. I'm not a woodworkist. Ear groove, sod it. Tongue groove. Don't know. I'm not a woodworker. I'm a cobbler, and we don't work with wood. Anyway, I could play the Tiger Electronics game. I'm just thinking the amount of editing, so I could put the question on the screen, would be a bit mad. It's just eat my shorts. The amount of editing to put the question from the Tiger Electronics game onto the screen with the use of any lifelines would be pretty much insane. I might get our good friend Jaden Reed to help with this if I ever went down to it, or I could just read the questions out, or I could just put them in text on the screen. Does it matter? It's just the characteristic smell of the nose. You smell it. What a silly question. Oh, I'm gonna ear this liqueur. Oh, sorry, I've just got a load of wine in my ear canal. Oh, is this the I was struggling. I thought it was the Sam Pepys Diary. Then I saw Anne Robinson came up and thought, right, that's not the joke answer. The rest of them are just going to be a load of crap. I like it on the early questions. Whenever you get a joke answer, it just helps you form it, really. Fictional village in Ringley Well, Dingley Dell, Spangley Spell. Rangley Well sounds like a village. Dingley Dell. This Charles Dickens is pissing me off. Do you know why? Because he's from Portsmouth, and the Dell was the old stadium, granted it wasn't built back then, for Southampton. This man's a traitor to his own town. Well, it was a town back then, but yeah, this is why I was on Millionaire, guys. Richard, give Richard an answer. Richard and Judy. That's a puppet duo, surely. I'd rather do that. Doesn't make a difference to me. You don't qualify for any prizes at the moment. Oh, shut up. I've got no credits. How do you think I'm not going to qualify for anything? This is a fake game! Well, it was real at the time. It's just not real now. Sort of stick. Stick! Yeah. It's a petition from which it is impossible to retreat or... I was going to say stalemate. Never heard of... What is that expression? I lost 100 points. Oh, suck your mum. What do you mean? I've lost 100 points. And I've lost absolutely nothing in my life whatsoever. The aspect ratio, probably by looking at this video, is going to be quite terrifying, but I'm going to be honest. It's not really worth it. On the reverse of a 50p coin. Is it Britannia's? Well, I can get one out of my wallet. Hold on. I've got 20s. I've got 20p. Oh, I've got 50p. Great. He's a lion. Okay. I was going to say, but why would the lion be at her feet? How small of a lion? Basically, that's not a lion. That's a kitten you've got. if your lion's at your feet, basically what you've got is a kitten. It's insane. It's ridiculousness. Broadway is a street in New York. Theatres? Yeah. See how much bonus we can get, guys. I got to the penultimate question on my first try. And after that, I crumble. I crumble. I fumble. What's a palaver? That's where we get the expression "what a palaver" from, possibly. Anyway, so I'm gonna be answering some questions. Don't ask people in Birmingham where the bin bags have gone. Oh, bags, Oxford bags, Durham bags, Cambridge bags. Let's go for the bin bags. Bin bags. Bin bags. No. I wanted to do it just because of the bin bags, but I've got no idea. Oxford bags, apparently. There are bags in Oxford. Right. I'm going to go through some of the questions that people have left for me on my videos, and I'm just going to answer them now. Which of these are widely... Oh, mistress. Oh, no. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what. Well, I got some videos that I've had, and especially the one "Where Have I Been?" It was a fucking slow ass time to get the question up. It's annoying. I normally sit in the pit. The pit? What? The pit of fire? What is this? Actor's pit. It's a guess. Idaho Gamer is gonna kill me for that. I have no idea. Oh, I suppose yeah, because the musician. I suppose they're a bit loud. Anyway, yeah, it was just incredible just to be on just a TV show. So, Jones Dillon 874 asked, "Man, nice to see you're doing well. Any plans for the money?" Well, Mrs. Pomerak and I want to buy a house, and before we do that, we are going to use some of that money to get married. So that'll be worth it. That'll be nice. In the meantime, we're just going to let it build up. Talking of weddings, I'm not sure if I'm going to have a stag party, just on the basis that a lot of the friends are so far across the country. So, case in point, we know that Otaku Logan is from Scotland because he was on Countdown and he said he was. We've got, well, basically I'm in one arse end of the country. Jaden Reed is somewhere in the middle. TIL's at top. Idaho's a bit far out from all of us. So the logistics of getting everybody together is a nightmare. It was great when we all met up. So it was basically myself, Tom, Jaden, and James Booker. They all went. So how it worked is I was in Manchester on a week for about 3 days in November. And essentially, TIL he did such a great job. He was going to be my audience companion, and he was, when I got on the chair, which is great. And he just showed me around. He was like, yeah, this is good. This is like, this is the Arndale and all that. So, Lost Child in the Foggy City. Oliver, right? So if I just said Oliver in China, they'd automatically assume that I'm a lost child in a foggy city. Interesting. But yeah, I had one day there. So I arrived on the Monday evening, and I just went to the hotel. I just had a Burger King at the station with Tom, and he dropped me off at my hotel. Tuesday morning, up until about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, was just all of being at the studio. Tuesday afternoon, we did a bit of pottering about. We just did a bit of shopping, just had a bit of fun, see what was going on. Ricardo? Come on. So yeah, that was that. So spent most of it on Tuesday just there. Manchester, and at the time, being a bus driver, I just despised the job, and I just called sick for X amount of time. So I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna blow my top. I don't recommend that to it. I don't recommend calling in sick to go on a game show at all. This is just an absolute. This is a checkmated to yourself, absolute suicidal strategy for your career. So don't do that. Confessions. I think it was a tightrope. I think it was tightrope. I've heard of a name. If you gave me the confessions on a dance floor. Okay, maybe I haven't heard of it. But yeah, don't pull a sickie to go on a game show. Well, I did in my case because A, I hated my job, and B, never get an opportunity to go on Millionaire again. Because once that opportunity comes, some opportunities, when they come, you gotta take it. You have to take it. Was it worth it? Every second. I also went to Manchester as well. It's fantastic. Clydesdale. Yeah, so the following day I just spent an extra 2 days in Manchester because I thought I got a little small hotel at my own expense. I hadn't had the money yet at that point. You don't get the money until after the programme's gone, but essentially I just spent my own expense 2 nights in a hotel somewhere in the arse end of Manchester. Thought I'd get the bus in just for city centre, just potter about for most of the time when I'm there. And I did. That is what I did. I just pottered about most of the day. And I thought it was decent. It wasn't too bad. And stayed there for 2 nights. On the last day that I was there, Jaden Reed was coming for a recording along with James Booker and Tom. Idaho Gamer was meant to come, but he never had the ticket. Well, he had the ticket, but he couldn't make it. He was ill, so he gave it to me, which, you know, I'm very grateful. But the trouble is, if I went to that recording on the very later part of the evening, I think it was like 5:30, 5:45 that it started. The issue was, I wouldn't have been able to make my train home back down south. It was about, something silly, like 4.5, 5 hours on the train. If I made that if I went to the recording, by the time it finished, I wouldn't have made it home, or I'd have had to spend another night in a hotel, and it's just added cost at that point. So, in hindsight, I should have. It would have been good for our mates, but it would have been really nice. But ultimately, it was just I just didn't do it. Anyway, Mediterranean from Monaco. So that was the plan. I could probably mention it in a more comprehensive context as I'm just doing this. It's just that's how I got there. But I'd recommend applying to game shows for anybody, even if you don't win money. It's just an experience. You get a lot of your expenses to pay for anyway, so it's fine. Senlac Hill. What's 1066? Got to be Hastings. At the behest of every Frenchman watching this. It's great. The goodie bag prize. What was it, a Millionaire goodie bag? I'd like to know that. If anybody's actually won prizes on this game, then it'd be nice to know. épée, fencer. Fencing. They put up fences. So they're people who work. So we know bromide meets bromine, not bromide. What's the difference between bromine and bromide? I'm not sure. I don't know what the difference is. Not Bromley. As listed in the most recent, what was it? A golden retriever. It's got to be a labradoodle. Labracadabra. Right. So bromine, bromide, bromine, no idea. Okay. So bromide has a negative charge. Bromide is solid at room temperature. And bromine isn't. Bromide is colourless. Bromine is red-brown. Okay. Okay, what? Instagram? What? An Instar. Ain't got a clue. Ask audience. First time I've used my lifeline in ages. Maybe if I used them in the earlier runs, maybe I would have. I'm looking at this web page. I still got no idea what the difference between bromine and bromide is. That's a shame. Whose book, Charting Evolution and the Struggle for Survival, is called The Selfish Charting Evolution? Well, I'd assume it would be Richard Dawkins. Let's use that second lifeline. That's my assumption, but I don't know who Robert Winston did. Yeah. It was a guess, and it was a guess that I might as well have gone with. But the 50-50, I think, would be useful, depending on how far up the money tree I get to. I have no idea. Strauss? I said Strauss. I don't like cricket, though. It was Kevin Peterson or Anders Strauss, really, isn't it? Oh, fuck off! Really? Seriously? Right. Join us in the next episode to see if I win 32,000 points. Bye.